Greetings of the day, my dear students. Okay, in this video class, we will write down or prepare the answers of the 3.2, the fall of Troy. This is the class 9th English lesson it is or story it is. This story or this topic we have that the fall of Troy. The fall of Troy means there is a trick they used that who used Greeks are used to collapse that or fall down that the strongest and richest empire of Troy. They finally Greeks they cheated to the Troy and they won and disastered that the whole Troy city. Okay. For this lesson we will have that what we will have the question answers for that our examination purpose. Okay, part 1 we will see now. Okay, 9th standard English topic, the fall of Troy. Okay, the here is the margin questions are here. The first question is, how did the location of Troy help it to grow into very rich? Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Okay, the first question is, how did the location of Troy help it to grow into a very rich, prosperous city? It was well situated both for commerce and agriculture. In front of the city was the sea over which sailed the ships of Troy, carrying goods and grain. At the back rose the high peak of Mount Ida, from which flowed many rivers and streams. The valleys among the hills were well watered and fertile, with corn growing in fertile fields and cattle feeding on the rich grass on the meadows, while sheep fed on the slopes of the hills. Okay, dear students, if you are facing the difficulties to make down the or write down the answers of this, just you can pause and write down, or you can take the screenshot, then it will be easy to prepare the notes of yours. Okay, it is the answer of question number 1. We will continue that. The second one is which one is that, how were the Trojans protected during the war time? The Trojans had built a strong wall so that no enemy should attack them from the sea. The wall was so broad that people could stand and sit and walk on it. The great gates stood open and people could go the seashore outside and come in as they pleased. But in the time of war, the gates would be closed, and then the city was like a strong fortress, quite safe from all attack, protected by the walls surrounding it as well as by hills behind. Okay, like this we will get the answer of question of second one. Question is, how were the Trojans protected during war time? The third question is, what was the cause of the 10 years old war between the Greeks and Trojans? The answer of this question is, all the kings and heroes of Greece had persuaded Helen, wife of a Greek king Melanus, to elope with him. He had brought her Troy. The Greeks wanted to take revenge on Troy for wrong done to Melanus. They sailed to Troy and laid siege to the city. The Trojans fought hard, and the siege continued for 10 long years. Okay. Then fourth question is, who was the brave heroes on either side who were killed in the war? Great heroes on both sides were killed in the course of war. After leading the defense of his city for 9 years, the brave Hector was at last killed Achilles, but Achilles himself was killed later on by poisoned arrow that entered his heel. Later, Paris himself was killed also by a poisonous arrow. Okay, next we will see that the English workshop questions and answers. The first question is find the antonym of the following from the passage. The first word is barren, the opposite word is fertile. Second one is offended, antonym is pleased. Cowardly, brave. Peace, war. Surrender, attack. Defenseless, defense. Exposed. Exposed opposite word is, I will write now. Exposed opposite word is covered. COVERED. The exposed opposite word is covered. It is the right answer. Okay, we will continue that. The question number 2. Correct the following sentence using facts from the passage. Troy traded in cattle and grass with other cities. Troy traded in goods and grain with other cities. B. During war, Trojans jumped over the port gates and their soldiers to fight the enemy. During war, Trojans would close the doors of the port. Helen escaped with Menelaus. Helen escaped or eloped with Paris. The Greek armies had heroes always defeated the Trojans. Sometimes the Greeks defeated the Trojans and sometimes Trojans defeated the Greeks. Okay. Next question number E. Both the enemies were eager to continue fighting. Both the enemies were tired of war. The Trojans of being shut in their city and the living off away from the home. Next, Troy, F, question number F. Okay, we will see now the question number F. Next question is, Troy was attacked because it was a strong, rich city. Troy was attacked because Prince of Troy had persuaded Helen, wife of Greek king Menelaus, to elope with him. Question number 3. State the counteraction for the following actions. Action: Helen eloped with Paris. Counteraction: the kings and heroes of Greece had declared the war against the Trojans. Next, B. The Greeks sailed, the Trojans fought hard. The Greeks sailed to Troy and attacked it. The Trojans fought hard and this siege continued for 10 years longs. Hector was killed. Achilles himself was killed by Achilles. Achilles himself was killed later on by a poisoned arrow that entered his heel. Next, D. The siege continued for 10 years long. The Trojans were tired of being shut up in their city and the Greeks deeply desired to see their homes again. Next, E. The fighting went on daily. Even then, the siege did not end. The Greeks could not take the city. On the other hand, Trojans could not force them to sail away back to Greece. Next, question number 4. Okay, dear students, if it is very fast, you can just pause and write, or you can take the screenshot of these answers. Okay. Question number 4. From either of our two Indian suffix, find out which war lasted the longest. Write down about its cause, the enemy armies, its heroes, its duration, and the final outcome. Mahabharata. Cause: the kingdom of Hastinapura had been forcibly possessed by Kauravas, which rightfully belonged to Pandavas, and they were not ready to give even an inch of the land to Pandavas. So it results in war. The enemy armies: Kauravas, 100 Kaurava brothers, and many friendly kings like Shakuni, Shalya, Karna, etc., which their armies: Pandavas, Payu Pandavas, Kashiraj, King Draupad, King Virat, Drishtadamna, etc., and their armies. Next, heroes: Pandavas, Dharmaraja, Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, Abhimanyu, and Sri Krishna as the charioteer of Arjun. Kauravas Duryodhana, Dushasana, Karna, Bhima, Bhismacharya, Dronacharya, Jayadratha. Next, duration. The war lasted for 18 days. Final outcome. The war ended in victory to Pandavas. All mighty warriors from Kaurava side except Ashwatthama were killed, and it was a complete ruin for them. Okay, like this we ended that part 1, the fall of Troy lesson. Okay, dear students, but if it is past, you can just pause or take the screenshot and make that. Okay, I hope your doubts is clear by this video class. Okay, then also you can share this video link with your friends groups, and also whatever you have the doubts you can comment in the comment section. Okay, then if you like this video class, you can like, and your subscription is very important, because your subscription is our motivation to bring the more classes, the betterment of you. Okay, I hope everything is cleared here. Okay, next video class I will come with that new video for the betterment of you, or part 2 of the fall of Troy city. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye, see you in the next video class.